Right, this is a very quick walk around video for a Honda Accord 2 litre SC, manual car, 2005. Video is just to show the marks on the vehicle as advertised in the advert that we've placed on the car. So just to go around the car for you, you can see there, scuff down there, front bumper near side, front corner. Bonnet actually is very, very clean indeed, just very minor stone chipping. There are some there, you can see them. But for the age and mileage that this car's done, very good. Tiny little mark there on the leading edge of the front bumper, and coming down the near side of the car, front wing very clean. Front alloy, apart from needing a good clean, generally good, but just with the curbing on it, as you can see. And then to come down the rest of the near side of the vehicle, I don't know whether you can make it out, but there's an indentation just there, going into the back door there, which runs along the length of the back door. Then by the wheel arch here, you can see paint and lacquer and marks just on the wheel arch there, which would possibly need attention if you want to do so. There's a better angle of the indentation on the back door. Come around the back of the car, load area, a few little entry chip marks as you can see going into the car. Lens here has got tape over a crack there, which he puts red tape on to get through MOT, so it doesn't allow light to permeate out, and he's had it on there whilst it's gone through MOT like that. Near side of the vehicle, offside, got my offside and near side is completely wrong. You see there, bottom of the door here, door edge, it's got chip marks down it, and then a bigger chip mark and scag mark which would need attending to if you really wanted to. But they are on the car. So just about on the rear wing here, there is a light mark that will actually just polish off. I can see that straight away. It's just like a bit of rubber. Rear bumper, just slightly proud. Again, just needs pinning back in place if necessary, but it is on there. So, you know, we're hard on the car. You know, we're calling it scruffy. It's not quite as scruffy as that, but it has got those elements to it which detract from the look of the vehicle. But as I said, you know the price of the car, you know how cheap it is compared to the rest, so you've got to take this on board as you see it. Could just show in the boot area, they are massive, the boots in these Accords. They're absolutely huge. 60/40 fold, generally in very nice condition actually, just needs a good old hoover out. As with all these Taurus, got electric tailgate, just to show that actually all works absolutely perfectly. Alright, rear offside door card, generally nice, just a couple of little minor marks on the plastic there. Rear seats, actually in very, very nice condition. All this with very nice bolsters, not been sat on that much in all honesty. And then just come across the door card there, apologise, the light's rubbish doing these, there we are, slightly better. But all actually very nice in the back here. Alright, let's come to the front now. Driver's door card is actually very, very clean indeed. Footwell area is all very nice. Driver's seat, generally very good. Obviously you've got a bit of bolster wear there. It says all intact, but it's you know, obviously done 165,000 miles. It's actually taken them unbelievably well. And the front passenger seat there, again, very, very nice indeed. Just quickly show you above our head, try and get the sun out of the way. Got electric sunroof on these vehicles. You've got tilt and slide on them, all working absolutely as it should. Okay, so I'm sat in the car now, obviously engine's running as it has been all the way through. Passenger door card, very, very clean and tidy. Just to show you in the glove box here, we've got the full owner's manual pack, and as you can see there, the lock and wheel nut key is present with the car. Dashboard's actually in very nice condition. There's just one mark on the vehicle inside. As I said on the following road test video, the air conditioning isn't blowing cold, so that you have to bear that in mind. There, hope you can see, it's obviously had someone that's put all these sort of sticky things on there, and it's just pulled away some of the paint off there. Let's come up to the main dashboard itself. Hopefully you can see engine's running there. 165,674 miles. No warning lights illuminated on the dashboard at all. So overall, looking at a car that's actually generally very clean and tidy inside, apart from that mark there. Externally, it does have a few blemishes, and that is exactly why it is the price it is. Right, then this is a very quick road test video. This is for a Honda 2-litre Accord SE Tourer. That's the estate version. This particular car is registered SG05VZV. The mileage at the start of this road test is 165,668 miles. Reason for the video is because the car is very, very, very cheap. We wanted to show the car in operation before anyone came to see the vehicle, so you know I can give you any feedback on the vehicle, so anything good, bad or otherwise attached to the car itself. As you'll know from the walk around video, it has cosmetic marks on the outside, which is why it is actually very cheap. But yeah, I just want to give you an idea of just how the car actually physically drives. So starting with the engine of the vehicle, engine's really, really, really smooth. Starts absolutely on the button. It sounds like a engine that's done half its miles. It's very, very sweet indeed. It's a 2-litre twin cam, chain driven engine, and they're very, very nice engines indeed. And so there's no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Temperature gauge, and this car's literally just been driven by the gentleman from his home in London, so well over 100 miles this morning. Temperature gauge is a third, which is exactly where it wants to be at the maximum operating temperature on a Honda Accord or Honda of any type. Engine then runs through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch bites absolutely perfectly. It's exactly the right point in the clutch pedal, so that's all. It seems to be in very, very, very good order. Gearbox, 5-speed manual gearbox, very typical Honda gearbox. All the gears engage really nicely. I can't feel, it's a testament to just how well they build these things, because I can't really feel any wear in the linkage of the gearbox at all. In fact, the whole car drives very, very, very nicely actually. It's very smooth. Steering's very precise. I've certainly not exhibited any wheel vibrations at speeds I've been doing thus far. I'll get a bit quicker on the drive and see if I can find anything for you. But so the steering itself feels very, very taut and precise. Likewise, chassis of the vehicle. What I'm looking at for on road tests, especially on cars with this kind of mileage, will be basically kind of sort of suspension chatter or knocks and groans from underneath. But I have to say, it's very smooth and very, very quiet indeed. Very smooth engine, it really is. So it's going to make a really good workhorse for someone. We obviously this isn't a promotional video as such. It's more really just to show you the car in operation, because we're not putting a warranty on the car. Because it's 12 years old and 165,000 miles. It's impossible to do so. All I can say is at this moment in time, it drives very, very, very nicely. Brake pedal on the car, it's a solid brake pedal. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal when I give them a shove. It also brings the car down, really squats down straight and true as well, which is a sign that everything's in sort of very good order underneath. But here I am, maximum speed I can go on a public A road, and steering, absolutely no vibrations at all coming back through it. So that's, again, all seems to be in a very nice order. I know we had all 4 tyres replaced relatively recently, so they'll all be in very good order as well. But it really drives really nicely. Very quiet in here. Looking around inside the car, the interior is actually in very good condition. All the seats are really nice. There's no skags marks. There's a bit of bolster wear, as you'd expect, on the driver's seat, which will have been picked up on the walk around video. But other than that, actually, it's very nice. It's looking around the plastics of the vehicle. The only plastics that got any marks is just that little bit there, which again, it's been picked up on earlier. But there's no squeaks, no rattles. You know, it just shows how very, very well built these vehicles are. Which brings me on to kind of the only things that sort of, you know, would or could merit attention if you really chose to do so. I've got the air conditioning on. To be honest with you, it's 32 degrees outside today. It is absolutely steamingly hot, which is why I'm pouring with sweat. Either the air conditioning needs regassing or it needs fixing, one or the other. So don't think the air conditioning is working on the car. Yeah, I was going to say it might be slight chill to it, but I don't think so. So just assume that's not right. All the other electrics work really nicely. The only thing he did say to me was, if the driver's window is put fully down, occasionally it doesn't go back up unless you give the door a bit of a slam shut, because it must have a loose connection somewhere. I said, I'm trying to be honest with you. You know, I don't want people coming here saying, oh, that isn't working, this isn't working. You know, and I should have told you about it. I'm sort of just trying to play with the electric mirrors, all working fine. All the other electric windows work absolutely perfectly. Electric sunroof, which has got on the car, works perfectly. Electric tailgate works perfectly. But really, that's it. You know, it's a car that, you know, drives an awful lot better than it looks. And we're being hard on the car. You know, the car has a value, guide value, more than double the price we're selling this vehicle for. So please bear that in mind, which is why don't please phone me up trying to offer me money off the car. The price of the car reflects the condition it's in. It's not a starting point for negotiation. And so I don't mean to sound hard on that, but you know, I could put it up dearer and then start negotiating. What we're selling it for is effectively what we gave for the car. So we're not making profit out of it in any way, shape or form. But as I said, it does drive very, very nicely.